So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So today in this video, let's try to understand Jupiter placement in the first house of the D10 chart in Vedic Astrology. This is the chart of your career which will help you to understand your career, your business prospect, the pattern of your career, sudden rise and fall in your career in more detail. So let's try to decode what will happen when Jupiter is going to be coming into the first house. Now the very first thing, with the first house you can predict many things. First house of the D10 chart represents your professional identity, okay. So how other people are going to be perceiving you from the professional standpoint of view. So that is your professional identity governed by the first house. This is also the house which represent any sudden rise and fall in your career, okay. With the help of first house, you can also understand the impact that you have the capacity to create in the work or in the career environment. First house is also the house which particularly governs the pattern of your own career. Like by mean to say pattern, it's like that what kind of different kind of a job, work scenarios you are going to be going through. And the planet that is going to be sitting in the first house, the Antardasha basically, the timings of that Graha represent there are going to be some major ups and downs or major changes that are going to be actually happening in the own career environment. And this is also the house which governs the approach, like what is your approach towards your work. Whether you are going to be using more tactical or scientific methods to solve, or you are using more hardcore or maybe physical labor to solve some issue. Now first of all, whenever Jupiter is coming in the first house, this is going to be becoming a bit uncomfortable kind of a situation for Jupiter, because Jupiter is the guru, it's the planet which represents wisdom and knowledge. And Jupiter in the first house is going to be giving you immense knowledge. And that immense knowledge which is going to be present inside you, it becomes very difficult in the first house, Jupiter, to express or to share that knowledge in front of other people. And particularly into the job kind of a scenario, this Jupiter in the Lagna will create the suppression factor. Now by mean to say suppression factor, it's like that you are working below the individuals of your own capabilities. Like whosoever is going to be top level people that are working above you in the hierarchy level, so they are going to be less capable as that of you. So your knowledge is basically superseding other people's knowledge. And that is where the suffocation part is going to be connected with this Graha. Although it depends if Jupiter is receiving some sort of a support of the Amatyakark Graha of the D1 chart, 10th house lord of the D1 chart in this Dashmansh Kundli. So this have the capacity to create alteration of the results, but alone Jupiter will create suffocation. Second important thing, Jupiter in the Lagna over the passage of time also have the capacity to reduce or actually lose its interest in the career domain. Until and unless this Graha is going to be supportive by other Grahas, alone Jupiter in the Lagna is not capable enough to produce excellent results for you people. Because of this Graha's energy basically, this is the ever expanding Graha in Vedic Astrology. So in the Lagna, what is going to be happening here, it will going to create a diversification in the career domain. So for example, if you have pursued education in this particular area and as soon as you entering into the workforce, what will happen? In the beginning stages of the life, you are going to be gaining experience in one field, then you are going to be moving into the second field, then the third field, then the fourth field. So basically Jupiter here is going to gain multiple experiences from the multiple domains. And because of all that knowledge, that preciseness factor, or you can call it as the focused energy, is going to be getting dissipated. That is the main reason why if you are having Jupiter in this first house, it's very important for you to either go with the management roles where there are going to be different operations handled by one single person. Like you are looking at the management of other people, or you are actually looking at the more broader picture in any area. This is a good placement for a businessman particularly, okay. If you are doing a startup also, you are working independently of your own, where you are doing all the things with your own efforts, then Jupiter actually have the capacity to work more efficiently. Whereas if you are working into a very like covered environment or a very secluded environment, like where there is not going to be much exposure, then Jupiter energy is going to be feeling that sort of a suffocation. Next important point, the impact of the Jupiter in the first house is very strong actually. It means, like, suppose you are doing some task or you are solving some critical issue. Now Jupiter is that kind of a graha which is going to be using his immense knowledge, immense library which is present inside this graha to actually solve the issues, critical issues of day-to-day life, also even in the job kind of a scenario. So with this immense knowledge which is present inside Jupiter, Jupiter will be like that, I'm able to solve these critical issues with very like minute labor, where I'm going to be utilizing my rest of the energy actually. And that is the main reason why these people, they are having multiple interests at the same time. Like even if they are working in one field or one area, they are going to be having interest in the field of politics also. They are having interest in the field of physiotherapy, sociology, even maybe in the healing industry or doing something for the betterment of society. And that is where Jupiter tend to find its realm. Jupiter, it's a big graha, it's the planet of expansion and growth. So in the first house, it becomes difficult for Jupiter to actually fit in one particular role. That is the reason this is a difficult placement. On the other hand, other planets in that case scenario, like suppose Saturn is up there, even Mars up there, they tend to adjust very easily with the first house energy, but not Jupiter. Jupiter is a guru kind of a thing. If you are going to be giving him some positions like particularly the 9th house, even the 5th house, then Jupiter have the capacity to showcase his knowledge in front of other people, and this will create a more broader impact. Whereas in the Lagna, the impact part is going to be there, but it's going to be very negligible impact with this Jupiter have the capacity to create. Next important point, from the business point of view, as I told you, this is a good placement. Even from the entrepreneurial point of view, this is a good placement. But here, without the support of the malefic graha, alone Jupiter is not capable to take some big risks actually. And that is where you also need to closely monitor and analyze the two things. First, check your Amatya Karak in the D10 chart. Amatya Karak is the planet which is holding the second lowest degree in the natal birth chart. Okay, so check that planet. Atam Karak is the highest degree. Suppose one planet is at 29 degree and one is at 27 degree. So 27 degrees, that second highest degree, it's the Amatya Karak graha. Amatya Karak planet is actually the significant of the career. It's like that this graha is going to be dictating the career environment. Now its placement in the D1 plus D10 chart will going to create more wonderful results. Try to study the Raj Yogas which are created by Amatya Karak in the D1 and in the D10 chart. You need to pay close attention towards the conjunction. Along with conjunction, pay attention towards the any Raj Yogas which are created by this graha. The second vital factor you need to check is the 10th house lord of the D1 chart. And look where the 10th house lord is actually going in the Dashmansh Kundli. Because the 10th house lord is just like the going to be having more say. 10th house is the house of career in the D1 chart, and what we are doing in the D10, we are surgically opening the 10th house and we are trying to looking into the more finer picture here. Okay, so that lord in the 10th is also going to play a very important role. So these two planets, try to look if they are forming some yogas with your Jupiter or not. If they are forming some yogas with your Jupiter, then the span of the career is pretty long. Like it's not going to be getting finished at the age of 50 and 60. Retirement possibility is not going to be there. Because Amatya Karak and the 10th house lord here with Jupiter represent the prolonged karma. D10 chart is first house is not only studied for the career part. It is basically used to study the karma also. And karma is any physical effort that you are actually producing in your own life. So in order to check that karmas also, you need to pay a very close attention towards these two grahas forming any sort of conjunctions, any yogas in that particular area. So that have the capacity to create the more wonderful result into your own life. So I hope you have gained some deep insights in this particular video with me. If you are having any queries and consultations with regards to your D10 chart, you can drop me an email. Any business, marriage, career consultation, do let me know. I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Also make sure to subscribe my channel below, hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video, and I'm going to meet you very soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye and Hare Krishna.